Hey Fiona.
Hi, how are you?
Good, you. Good, good. Thank you for joining me today to share some of your experience of our coaching journey together. So I'd like to welcome you first of all and thank you.
You? Mhm.
I'm looking forward to hearing your how you interpret your experience because I have my version of the change you've made or the changes you've made since we first started the journey, as
Mhm.
opposed to now. And for you to hear it from your experience, I'm really excited.
Yeah,
So
this will be exciting. Yeah.
has been a journey and one that's been so beautiful to witness. So thank you for taking the
No,
journey.
no, thanks for, guiding me all the way through. I definitely couldn't be here now without all your guidance and everything. So I really, really appreciate that. Yeah.
You're so welcome. So I guess we start with when we first, met up and had that first call. What prompted you to reach out? What were you going through? Were there life challenges? Were there your own inner battles in terms of the way you felt, or behaviors that perhaps were you in patterns that you wanted to change? Maybe you give me just your view of when we first met up. What was going on for you?
Um, and to be honest, I reckon my first call has a lot of confusion.
Mm.
And as if like I don't know where to start talking about myself.
Hmm.
And I remember the first call, because look, I tried to seek help outside many times, but I didn't ended up, um, actually focus on, hey, I'm gonna help myself. But I think that call just really changed me because at that point you actually asked me to think straight to the point, what is happening now? And then you were prompting me questions about, hey, look, what did you want to change? And that is when I was having a reflection about, yeah, what is the purpose of the call? What is my purpose of calling you? What do I want to change? Because I know all about complaining. I know how to tell you about this and that. But what is my outcome? What am I intended to do? Um, Having that thought, and I just said that, look, I need someone to actually help me to seek clarity about all this situation because I
Hmm.
recognize situation is quite complicated.
Hmm.
So I'm like, look, that is the person. I just want someone to, work with me together, look at the problem, what's happening, and maybe get more clarity so I know what question to ask. I think that's what happening at the very start
Yeah.
because very confused. I just tell you from A, B, C to Z. And I'm like, yeah, what's the problem then? You get what I mean? But after just I remember the first call,
Yeah.
like an interview call, it was just like a 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And at that time, I'm like, it just gave me a few clarity already, like 30,
Hmm.
40 minutes in the interview. I have a few more clarity. I know which way to work on. And this is where I started,
Yeah.
decided to work with you in my
Yeah.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. And often it is confusion, right? And confusion needs clarity, and you've gained that straight away in that first call. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
How else can you describe how you were feeling? And I remember there was sort of lack of not knowing what direction you wanted to go in. Yeah, career-wise perhaps, but also how you were more internally feeling in that moment when you reached out.
I reckon that at that point, as if like I am being separated on my own emotions,
Mm.
as if like I am feeling something. Like let's say I've been feeling this problem that I tell you, I've been feeling uneasiness
Hmm.
about the situation that I've been facing.
Hmm.
But I treat this emotion from a third person view, I know that it is very difficult to understand, but as if like I tried to um how to say in word, like I tried to keep it away so
Yeah.
that I could function. I
Uh-huh.
tried not to feel sad, as if like I tried really hard not to feel the emotions
Yeah.
so that I can be here to tell you about what happening. And then I haven't been practicing feeling myself.
Yes.
I haven't cried for a while
Yeah.
because, cries for the week and everything. This is what I was taught about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and and this is not right. And eventually, I actually realized that this leads to more confusion because I am more separated
Yeah.
about myself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then although I've been trying that, hey, I have to look things rationally. Hey,
Yeah.
look, crying doesn't solve anything. But no, because I've been separating about my emotions because I don't allow myself to cry.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself to feel. And that is where everything cripples down. And I think when I was calling you, that was the worst situation that I was in. Like I was my very, very bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, and at that stage, I have um, no clear view about my own career. I
Yeah.
have no clear view about my own pathway, what's next. Or maybe yes, because I think rationally
Yeah.
before, right? I have to plan this, plan that. But sitting here now, looking back, I don't think that they are the right decision
Mm.
before because I was acting out because I was trying to survive. Like I was acting out because I am fixing things up
Yeah.
without connecting to myself. And those fixing method isn't what I wanted. It's more like what my partner wanted, what my
Yeah.
parents wanted, like everyone else's, but not myself. Yes.
Oh,
This
you
answer your question?
that was amazing, amazing. Like you've, in terms of exactly how you felt, like the way you described it, I think is really quite common for people. Yeah, that they feel separate from or try and separate from the emotion or not feel it so you can function. Right?
And you didn't even realize that, I reckon.
Yeah,
You didn't even realize that. It took
yeah,
me, just like a couple weeks to actually realize that, oh, hey, I've been separating because that is what has been trained by your parents or your culture or even your peers as well.
yeah.
You have to plan this, plan that so that you have this and that, but it
Mhm.
doesn't work that way. And it definitely takes some time to practice, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was what we're able to do is bring you back into feeling the emotion, right? So you're more
Hmm.
connected to yourself, right?
Yes.
Connected to what you need. And these emotions, it's important we do feel them as you noticed along the journey, coming into the body, feeling it, releasing it, and how you felt after every session. I remember at the end, there was always a smile and a
Yeah.
relief.
I was thinking, I was having goosebumps already, like when you say, every end of the session.
Yeah,
Um, Definitely, the first thing in my mind after the inner world is definitely more realization, and that realization doesn't come from your mind, it comes from your heart, to be
yeah,
honest. And that is where it resonates so much just to yourself because that is
mm,
something that people won't experience it. And the realization came out from your heart,
mm,
you are more prompted to understand your behaviors well.
yeah,
You understand why were you acting up that way?
yeah,
Why were you thinking that way? And why did you have those emotions when something triggers?
yes,
You get what I mean? Yeah.
yeah,
It's just because before that, and I reckon many people were the same with me because they try to separate emotions and mind thinking.
hmm
And then um, but it has to come realization from the heart so that you
Mm.
are able to understand the roots of what was happening back then.
Yeah.
Because I remember, sessions with you, and it's
Yeah.
just only I realized that, oh, hey, something happened back then.
Yes.
Something definitely was um, um, allowing me to have these thoughts today. But I'm not saying that I'm blaming the past or people and
Yes.
everything, but it's because that I didn't um, view this issue as a emotion thing. Like I try
Yeah.
to view it as a rational thing.
Yeah.
Emotionally, I try to separate them. It's
Yes.
like, so look, I'm not trying to blame them. I'm not trying to blame the situation. I'm not blaming the past. What I'm saying is that by all this journey with you, I'm able to actually bring back the situation
Mm.
and having a peace, solution with myself as well under
Yeah.
your guidance. Because some memories or some parts are very difficult to recall, and they some
Hmm.
are very scary, and
Hmm.
some is, on my opinion, and maybe some of the memories is because I was so stressful, I was so under pressure that my
Mm.
brain shuts it down.
Yes.
And I might not remember what was happening back then. And then, through, connecting more to yourself,
Mm.
um, you started to understand your patterns more. You started to understand, oh, that's it, that is why I made that situation, this decision, and
Yeah.
etc. And by connecting with you and myself, at least I'm able to come back as a whole, forgive the past self and
Yeah.
be more grounded and having more peaceful on the current self. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
couldn't do it with your guidance because there are so much memories that, do not want it to be recalled. And
Yes.
they are actually so scary to be recorded as well. And then,
Mm.
and every time in the journey, I'm like, oh, and I can't do it. But, you just encourage me, you validate
Yeah.
my feelings, and you validate that, hey, they are very scary. And then you did it with me every single time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. You describe it so well, the journey, because it is, you separate, and we've just brought all this back because it's too much to feel in those, yeah, experiences, perhaps. So, yeah, the mind wants to help you out of it. It wants to go, how can I feel safe? This doesn't feel safe. And especially when you've been
Yeah.
told you can't cry, right? Or you're not allowed to cry, or emotion's not accepted. Yeah,
Yes.
so then yeah, you go into this survival mode. Right? It's
Yeah.
exactly how you've explained it. Right? And then it's you're no longer connected, right? No longer connected to the emotions. And that's where,
No.
yeah, bringing yourself back to the emotion, being able to feel it, validation, like you said, this is exactly what's missing or was missing in those moments, right? That in from the past, the memories that you spoke of that
Hmm.
younger version of you didn't have. She didn't have the validation. She didn't have that right space to be heard or express. Yeah, and
Yeah.
once the needs, these needs I call them, once they can be met,
Hmm.
yeah, that's where
Yeah.
everything shifts. Right?
Yeah,
Then you
definitely.
feel
Totally
differently.
agree.
Yeah, you feel differently, you behave differently, and that's where the patterns change.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just about accepting. I wouldn't say accepting because that's, people might thought, oh, you have to accept your past, blah, blah, or it's
Uh-huh.
easy. No, it doesn't work that way. Instead, it is accepting that, hey, you are in a very messy way. Like, hey, you are very sad.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't go right. And then, and then at that point, you might say that, oh, like, hey, I could just practicing now. I could just practice to accept about this and that. But
Mhm.
it takes practice. It's not done in a day
Mm.
because your mind, your body need time to
Yeah.
accept the change as well, because this is definitely a very difficult thing. Change is very difficult.
Yeah.
Um, oh, like the journey. Oh my God. But
Huh.
once you go through that
Yeah.
method, once you practice, and then with your guidance and everything, every single time, end of the session, I'm
Yeah.
being able to like, look, Anna, I'm happy now. I'm at least today we are able to solve one thing. Solve.
Mm.
It might be an emotion, it might be something in real life. You get what I
Mm.
mean? So yeah,
Mhm.
so this
Yeah, I
is what.
love that you use the word acceptance. And yes, it's not about
Mhm.
going, let's just leave the past where it is, right? Because it creates these patterns. That's where the patterns are created, the thought patterns, the emotional patterns. So yeah,
Yeah.
and it is more acceptance of self. I love that you said that. Right? Because
Oh,
we can logically go, okay, well, I accept the past. I forgive these things or
yeah,
people.
logically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
logically, right? That's the
Yeah.
mind. The mind
Yeah.
just it does that, right? Because the emotion sometimes can be really painful to feel.
It
Yeah.
is. And that's why your
Yeah.
body just shut down. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Every single time. Like, yeah. And when you have to put yourself in that situation again, and your body, your body don't want to, or
Yeah.
they feel like you are not ready yet. And
Mm.
during this situation, you really have to do it gradually. And then I reckon that you just did it. I don't know how you do it. Like, how did you guide us here? I'm not, and every single time it's just, allowing me to accept the, I wouldn't say painful, but, accepting myself slowly a little. And maybe we'll see if we are able to accept more today. And yeah, this is what I've been feeling. So yeah.
Yeah, it's acceptance is the key, right? Because a lot of clients reach out or people reach out, they're very aware, right? Aware, okay, this is
Yeah.
the pattern I'm in. Aware because we listen to a lot of podcasts, we read books, we have an awareness library, okay, which
Yes.
is great. However,
Yeah.
yeah, awareness is followed by acceptance, right? Which is followed by action. So if we're
That's
not
true.
accepting, right, and feeling these emotions, releasing them, accepting parts of us, all right, certain parts of us, then
Mhm.
the action is going to be totally different to as when we've started to have that more self-acceptance, more self-love. Right? The
Yeah.
action
As if like it's
follows.
not aligning to
Correct.
what you were heading about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the alignment. 100%. The
Yeah.
alignment, right? Coming into the heart space. Right.
Yeah.
And like you said, those realizations from the heart. It's not a realization from the logical mind. Yeah, you
No.
really, yeah, presented that beautifully or said it beautifully to be able to understand it because we are mind, body, soul. Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
this wholeness of who we are. And
That's it.
I remember for you distinctively when we met, yeah, you had a lot of imagery in the sessions. Yeah, then you started to be able to connect more to words, to feelings, right? So the wholeness of who you are and who we are as humans are expressive beings, but often we're shut down. Our voice is shut down. Our emotions are shut down, or we shut them down, right? Through
Yeah.
circumstances where we haven't been taught how to feel, right? So the
No.
body goes, oh, I'm going to shut. That's way too
Way too
painful. Yeah,
heavy.
way too
Yeah.
heavy. All right, I'm going to logically work. I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to fix it. All right, that's why we're
Yeah.
good at going. I've got to, like you said, I've got to do this, 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 this.
Yeah. To-do list. Oh my God. I have
Yeah,
tons of it. Oh my God. But
yeah,
no, like maybe I would, in this interview, I might say about my procrastination as
yeah,
well.
go for it. Yeah, part of
Um,
you. Yeah, I call it a part, right? Because it's a part that procrastinates. It's not always there and shows up every now and then. So yeah, go
yeah.
on, tell us about it.
Look, before that, I have tons of to-do lists, right? Before the night, I might say that, hey, I'm gonna wake up at 8 o'clock. I might do
Yeah,
something at 9, blah, blah, blah. I plan my day very well, but I would say 99% of it I wouldn't do. I
yeah,
wouldn't go for the schedule, right?
yeah.
Because it might be sometimes, oh, when I wake up today, I might wake up late, I might have a friend coming over, just all of a
Hmm.
sudden, blah, blah, blah. And okay, and then I'm like, okay, if hourly schedule doesn't work, and then I
Yeah,
look up online saying that, hey, procrastination, you have to break things smaller, blah blah, lots of ways that they said that you can beat procrastination.
yeah,
Break things down,
yeah,
what time block, blah blah blah. Try everything.
yeah.
Right. No, it doesn't work for me. Okay. It
Okay.
doesn't work for me. But And some of them say that, oh, hey, procrastination might be an emotion issue. I'm like, okay. And I think I didn't realize it back then, but I think that this also, happened when I, start my journey with you
Hmm.
slowly and slowly. And I reckon that sometimes I don't need schedule anymore.
Mm.
I am much more being able to work it out when I'm ready. And I think this is also where a sign that you are getting better. Your body are able to align with your energy.
Yeah.
As if like, before that I was in the stage, I was very exhausted. Like I have so much stress on, and my situation was so complicated.
Yeah.
Thinking back then, like, hey, how are you gonna perform? It's like a athlete which is so tired, like he's been running
Yeah.
so many miles. Like, how are you gonna ask her to sprint?
Mm.
But right now, after connecting to the real world, you will learn of quite a few things, and then only you are able to come back to yourself, get yourself a break, and only you are able to perform. So I would say procrastination is more like a, mentally, emotional thing, but it's also because you didn't release yourself. So when you store so much stress on yourself,
Mm. Mm.
no matter how you write your to-do list, no matter how you do
Yeah.
your hourly scheduling, no, it won't work out. So you have to wait until your body, or at least your mind, has more peace, more calm, and only you're able to look, hey, today I'm ready to do this, I'm able to do that. And it just comes naturally. You don't even have to, I don't do to-do lists anymore. So yeah, I think this
I
is the
love I love
greatest
hearing
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've said it again beautifully, Fiona, that
Mm.
you've really given everyone an insight into your inner world, right? Into which I thank you for, into the
Oh,
procrastinating part. Yeah, I say part, actress, right? She acts. Yeah, and
mhm.
yeah, those conscious changes, like I'm going to do this, I'm going to write a to-do list. They're great, but like you said, they don't work, right?
No.
They might for a bit, and then you might fall off the rails. It's like, and I'm curious how you felt when you wrote all those lists and it didn't happen. Like, how do you feel when that comes about?
Well, that was a lot of um many parts of me would be very angry of myself.
Yes, exactly.
And they were as if like although I didn't do nothing wrong outside, towards the others, right?
Yes.
But I would critique myself so
Yes.
hard,
Yes.
as if like, hey, you've been doing this list last night. Why you didn't keep up your promise? Like this is
Yeah.
what I would tell myself.
Exactly.
I would be really, really harsh on myself,
Mm.
be like, I thought, and I would say to myself, like, hey, I thought you wanted to be a better person.
Yep.
I thought you wanted to improve, but why you didn't do your to-do list? Why you didn't follow your schedule? How is that hard? This is what I would tell myself, like, hey,
Yeah.
wake up at 8 o'clock. How hard is that? Just wake up,
Yeah.
exercise at 9. How hard is that? But sitting here right now, when you look at back, how is the person from before, like
Yeah.
me before, how is she able to keep up all with that when she had so many stress, so
Yeah.
many burden,
Mm-hmm.
um, and there are so many emotions that exhausted your mind and body as well. So how is she able to perform,
Yeah.
sitting right now? So
Yeah.
it just so before that I used to, go really harsh on myself, critique like, hey, Fiona, you should be a better person, like you should make yourself feel proud. But sitting here now, I reckon taking about myself, accepting what state I am is the
Yeah.
very first step, and
Yeah.
then allowing myself to feel tired. It's to I reckon I'm really being proud of myself because
Mm.
it just took quite a while to practice to accept and understand and connect to your emotions again. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
know how hard this journey has been. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is I'm already proud at myself at it. So if I can't wake up, it means that I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't force myself. It wouldn't make me a worse person just by not waking
Mm.
up today. You get what
Mm.
I mean? So yeah,
Yeah. So we
yeah,
did we did all with the inner critic, right? We got to know the inner critic, right? These parts of you that show up like actresses in your movie of your world. That's the best way I can describe it. Then they
yeah.
all have a script. They all feel a certain way. They all behave a certain way, right? And some
Mm-hmm.
take a lead role, right? When the procrastinator's there, she's there, right? To
Yeah,
do this ain't gonna help.
yeah,
Okay. And then she doesn't get these things done, right? Yeah. And
yeah,
then the inner critic steps in and, yeah, you should have done better. Why didn't you do that? It's just, right?
yeah,
So that's the inner world, the inner conflict, right? There's no peace, there's no calm. Like you said, they all carry these burdens, right? The
yeah.
emotions, right, that are buried underneath. Yeah, mostly from younger versions of, right,
And
ourselves.
these critics
Mm,
actually have a reason that they are
yes.
there to,
Love that you said that.
it just and then although I'm saying at the way that hey, you should do, I would, be angry with myself, you should be proud of self, you should do better, blah blah.
Yeah.
But this critic happen there for a reason, and I'm not saying that hey, they are here to push you forward. No, it's because they are parts that something happened to these parts, this
Mm,
critic as well. They are not born here.
mm,
It must be something happened before, maybe it might be a culture or it might be a situation, and that's why these critics were also raised up to protect you as well,
yeah.
sometimes. Like this is what I felt. And
Yeah.
that is very difficult to accept as well because everyone when you hear about inner critic and you'll be
Yeah.
like, I have to put this out, I have to put this out. No, it's more about look, I know that I am now critiquing myself. Hey, can you tell me what happened? What has happened before? Why would you be thinking of that way? And you taught me so many techniques,
Yeah.
and because every single one is different, right?
Yeah.
And every situation is different. So you have to have so many different ways to tackle them down. So that's the thing. And yeah, so when you understand why they are here, the roots
Mm.
of the critique, it's not there for at the very start. It
Yeah.
happens. Once you understand the roots and you are be able to understand more of a different side, I might be saying, hey, you should be a better version of yourself. But maybe on the other end, it might be because, oh, look, this is what happened to me before, and that's
Yeah.
why it leads to this critique. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
They've all got a purpose for being there, and it's
yes,
we get to understand them better. We get to the root cause, like you said. When did this
yeah,
actress take on the role? When did she get her script? Okay,
yeah.
something's happened. So, and it's helping you becoming that managing director, right? Remember, we
Hmm.
came into the space where you're calm,
Yeah,
confident, connected, really compassionate. But yeah, I would always ask, how do you feel towards that younger you? And you're like,
yeah,
sad or yeah, and it's the
yeah,
connection we can make so that the script can change. Because once
yeah.
that script changes, it's no longer a critic, right? It's a
No,
cheerleader, or it can just relax and you can be more in self, right? And that's
yeah,
flowing, that's natural. That's our
yes,
natural state. It's where we lead from the heart as love, as opposed to these fear-based parts, right? Or
yeah.
actresses that are all fearful, right, of something happening. So they're protecting. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
exactly how you've experienced it. And I love that you've been able to share it so
Oh,
beautifully to
thank you.
understand it because you do, you understand it now. And like you said, you've got tools. If perhaps one of the parts shows up, you can
Mhm.
get curious. So you
Yeah,
get curious. You're
exactly.
already in a managing director role because managing director is curious.
Yeah.
Hey, what's can I help? Well, I'm here for you.
Before that, when I saw this critique, I might be, this is negative. No, we
Yeah.
have to get rid of this part.
Yeah.
This is not working. No, but now it's more like, and we have to remember that every sound, every image, every sentence, it's all what make you up.
Yeah.
And you have to be curious. I remember the first session. I was like, I don't want to go near this.
Yes.
There might be times that I was like, I don't want to deal with you. Like, yeah, too much for me. I hate you. But
Mm.
yes, it's just, you've been guiding me. And every single time, once we have been accepting that part,
Yeah.
only we are able to move on. And yeah,
That's the
this is
action.
the magic happen.
The,
Yeah.
ma- the
Yeah.
magic happens, Fiona. I've
Yeah.
witnessed a lot of magic in what I do, and I love that. And it is where the magic
Uh,
happens. All right. That's where
yeah.
change happens. We need that magic, the realizations, right, in the heart, where
Yeah.
sometimes there's tears from a realization, right? Because it hits home, it resonates, it aligns. It's like, okay, oh, I can just now, I've let that go, the relief, right,
Yeah.
of letting go of these burdens that do cause internal stress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that you can
Hmm.
then, start to have more calm and peace and see a way forward. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is very difficult to be honest. And at the start you might be very scared to know these parts as well
yeah,
because you'll be like, oh, am I gonna remember something, awful? And yes, sometimes it might be awful, sometimes it might be just a little thing that remembers you like, hey, this is happening.
mm,
Um, and then you might just be able to accept it like that. So not every part is awful. Of
yeah,
course, some parts are scary, but it is also some parts of you that would are able to give you more strength, your
yeah,
bravery, where did you might be good at something and you might forget, like, because maybe we were taught to, hey, you have to go that way, you have to learn this, learn that, but in fact, you are also good in other things as well.
yeah,
But then your body, or maybe your mind just shut it down, or yeah, just things happen and you forgot them. So I
yeah.
reckon to accept yourself, it's not only all about the sad part. It's also about, the happiness, your
Mhm.
strength, your bravery as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's you've explained what I call when we help the younger version, because often when things happen, things do get shut down. Right, the
Yeah.
joy, the playfulness, right, childlike curiosity. And
Yeah.
so when we get to bring, that younger version back in, they're the qualities. They're the qualities that come back in, like you said, that strength,
Mhm.
the bravery. Yeah,
Yes.
those qualities that haven't been brought to life are
No.
there. Yeah, and that's the shift and the change in energy that happens. That
And
you
we
feel
just lose
different.
the values. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
lose the values along the
Yeah,
way.
we do.
So
Yeah, values. We remember we touched on values and
yeah. Oh
yeah.
wow. It
And
is so
what's
difficult.
important, it needs to align though to needs. Values alone is great. It's a conscious change. It's like, this value is important. I'm going to do this. However, if
Mhm.
there's misalignment, in the inner world, then we're not going to align to the value. All right? And then
It's
we'll
like you're lying to yourself, It's just
yeah,
like I have to be this person, I have to
correct.
be
Yeah.
that kind of person. But what is your, like, as you say, what is your needs?
Yes.
How are you feeling yourself as yourself?
Hmm?
Like, and other people can't write the script for you. You
Yeah.
can't write a script for me, but
Yeah.
at least you've been teaching me a lot of techniques to actually realize that what is my needs and this is where it goes. I'm able to, draft my own dream, draft my own value, and yeah, just that
Oh.
starts there. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And you've come into the creator. Right? That's
Yeah.
exactly it. You're writing your own script now, and that will lead you towards your dreams and whatever that is for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
what's
Yeah.
to come. Oh. So beautiful. I'm so blessed that I got to witness and guide this journey with you,
Oh,
Fiona.
I can't, definitely can't do it without you. Every single
Yeah.
time when I say this, I really mean it.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, I
and
know.
I always remember by the end of the session, and it, and every single time you are so, you were just sitting there, and then your guidance, your techniques, and it just gave me so much um, confirmation, I
Yeah.
reckon. And this is, I reckon, most of the person need. And I don't know how you perform your magic, right? But every single time when I'm able to speak with you, I'm able to gain more clarity. And by the end of the session, I'm like, wow, like, at least, like, hey, we soften things, at least we're able to move on, or, we've been tackling the difficult part. So, yeah, so you do your magic, like, we don't know how,
Well,
but
you showed up, so that's what I always say. Like,
oh,
yeah, you got to show up, right? And you're showing up for your inner world. So when you
that's,
take the journey, it's your inner world, right, that you're there for. Yeah,
hmm
because that's needing attention, right? If we're continuing to feel emotion and shut it down, it's going to keep coming back. It wants attention. The parts want attention. That's why they get
that's
loud,
true.
right? They get
Yeah,
loud, and then it's about we have to live with our inner world, right? And often it is just having that someone to be able to guide you into it that's there to hold space, that's there to, yeah, confirmations or validation,
yeah,
yeah, so that you can,
and
yeah,
yeah,
understand your inner world, yeah, in a much or
yeah.
see it way differently than, yeah, from when it all started.
And yeah, especially coming, when I first heard about inner wall, I was like, what is all this about? When you were telling me that, and
Yeah.
I remember just the 5 minutes of my very first session, yeah, you were telling me inner wall, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what is this lady talking about? This is, this seems like a scam or something. But yeah,
I
but
love that.
just 5 minutes. I
Uh-huh.
remember that I was crying, just five
Yeah.
minutes. I remember that I just cry, and then and this is very different. And and every session, crying is a different thing.
Yeah.
When we were facing the reality, the real world, or we're working, we cry. It might be because the working part of you were crying,
Mm,
but I remember even like the first time, the first 5 minutes, it's as if like it was from the heart. It
mm,
go- it it doesn't. I'm pretty sure most of the people can't understand this. It's just when you experience it, only
mm.
you realize that, hey, these were tears from my heart.
Oh,
People
yeah.
might went through heartbreak or blah blah. Of course, I didn't say that that's not real, but
Yeah.
assessing the inner world, like just 5 minutes,
Mm,
it was it was like a and you just kind of like realize there's so much peace, so much energy. And I wouldn't say that it's bad or good energy. It's just your energy, and this is my
yeah.
very first time assessing it.
Yes.
It gave me so much goosebumps, so much realization that, hey, I need myself. I
Yes.
think this is, and yeah, we might be thinking, hey, you might need yourself, you have to nurture yourself. No, like it just doesn't work it just doesn't work logically. Like
Yeah.
it has to be at one point where you realize it from your heart. And this is
Mm.
where my journey starts, I reckon. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, it was 5 minutes. I was crying already, and then and I remember my first session. Yeah, my first session literally just bring me back memories that I forgot.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
this was the very first time where I understand, hey, you acted this way because what happened back then.
Good. Oh,
I'm not blaming the past, right?
yeah.
But it's just the patterns, why are they showing up? There is a
Yeah.
reason.
Yes.
Once you go into your inner world and see, hey, this is what happened,
Yeah.
you're able to, you know, gain more peace,
Mm,
more I reckon there's definitely greater word than acceptance because I just it's like, you have to like, hey, like that's okay, like this happened, more
Yeah,
nurturing, you take care of
nurturing.
yourself. Yeah, this is what I feel, every time when I go
Yeah.
to my inner world. So yeah, like,
Compassion, yeah, that's
yeah.
come in for you. And it is, Fiona, when we turn it inward and we actually listen, right?
Mhm.
And get to know, get to feel, right? We're no longer looking outwards, right? Because that's what we do. We look
Yes.
out to feel better. What can I do so I feel better? Right? Let's just
Yeah.
be. Let's just be with and feel, right? And
Yeah.
'cause you take your inner world everywhere with you. So doing
Yeah.
something different, moving countries or moving, right, a
Yeah.
job, changing a job, getting out of a relationship, you're going to take the inner world with you. Right, so that's why we do go in, we go into the inner world. I love that you said what's this woman talking about?
Yeah.
Because we don't take time to go into our inner world.
No, no, because and you were saying it right. Before that, it was it might be your parents, it might be your partner, or
Yeah,
what that wants you to go this way. But
yeah,
in fact, that as we were saying, writing the scripts, it
yeah,
has to come from the inner world. If
yeah.
not, the script will be still your parents, will be your
Yeah.
partner,
Mhm.
or it, and the worst situation might be from yourself, but it is yourself which is under lots of confusion.
Yeah.
It was you under a lot of stress, a lot of sadness, and
Yeah.
and you were still grieving for yourself, and you still need to move on, and
Yeah. It's a
it's
different
just
script, right?
very different script. Yeah, and your surviving script is different as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, so yeah, definitely different. So yeah, you just have to, have trust your inner self, you have to really validate your inner self.
Yes.
Practice, it will come up, but and then yeah, and you're able to move on with a script that is yours. So yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautifully summarized.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and your script comes from your heart. You can tell, right? And I sense this, yeah, in those sessions where you're just more opening, there's more heart opening, there's more trust. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because these protectors, they put up these guards, yeah, and
Mhm.
they behave a certain way so you won't get hurt again. But yeah, we need to be open and lead with the heart space, because we show up so different when we do.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
definitely.
alignment's there, setting goals from that space. Yeah, they're more likely to be aligned to your values and your true self. So yeah,
Mhm.
you've summarized that beautifully. Absolutely. It's I I just
No, I
can't stop
couldn't do it
smiling
without
when we talk about this journey. So I guess to summarize before after. All
Mm-hmm.
right, that version of you, yeah, with all the actresses that were showing up. Yeah, there was inner critic, procrastinator. You've named a few. There was definitely, right, that you were very harsh on yourself, right, in the inner world.
Yeah,
Now, right, over the journey, you've developed that peace, that calm, right, the heart space. Maybe you can summarize it before, after. For someone
yeah,
thinking of taking the journey, because often, yeah, change is hard to touch. It's like, well, I want to, yeah, it's just
yeah.
you feel it, you sense it, right? So you and I can describe it because yeah, seeing or talking to you for the first time to now, like it's just like,
Yeah,
wow, hello, Fiona.
yeah, that's true. Just
So yeah, from
yeah,
your yeah before
yeah.
after, just to what you
Just
can
yeah.
yeah
Before that, definitely, just to summarize it, if I were to just have to say in 3 words, before that would be confusion,
Mhm.
miserable,
Mm.
um, unclear.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
After would be clarity,
Hmm.
definitely. You gain consciousness
Yeah.
and more self-leading. I
Ah.
don't know why, yeah, more self-leading.
Yeah,
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 yeah, definitely. If I were just summarize this in 3 words, yeah.
yeah,
Before that, I was in the stage, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start.
yeah.
But right now, all these techniques that have taught me, now I'm able to at least as if like I'm the manager. you know,
Yeah.
and I am very nurturing about all myself. I allow
Yeah.
myself to cry, I allow myself to feel if I'm angry, yes, I'm angry. There
Yeah.
is a reason,
Yeah.
right? If I'm sad, there's a reason. If I'm happy, look, I remember, I will take this as well
Yeah.
because all parts are myself.
Yeah.
So more self-leading, as if like a a fairy, like when she see things and then she just accept it like a queen. She just accept everything. She rejects nothing and she accepts everything. This is what I felt. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
love that.
So that's why it
Self-led
makes
is,
me
yeah, the manager.
self-led.
Yeah,
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 definitely. Yeah,
yeah. Instead of led by the actresses, right? If we just let our actresses do whatever they want, right? Who knows how the movie of our world will end up?
yeah.
But you
Although we
have
are not
that.
Yeah, although we are not trying to put harsh on them,
No.
the actor, actress, they are there for a reason, right? They help us to
Yeah.
survive, they help us through difficult times. But hey,
Yes.
but you have to stand out and say, look, I'm ready to hug all of you now. You
Yeah.
are all safe now, Let's see
Oh,
if there is a better way that we are able to go into that direction. Yeah, this is what I felt.
amazing. You just, yeah. That's
Yeah,
just,
I
yeah.
talk so much.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
talk well. You talk well. You talk very well. You're just really from the heart space, saying it how it
Yeah,
is, right? Honest, being just true to who you
yeah,
are.
yeah. And again, if I were to be able to write so many reviews, I would for you. But I just only have two accounts. Yeah, so
Okay.
but remember that you deserve a million star,
Oh,
and the
thank
way
you.
that you guide me, all those
Yeah.
techniques, even right now I'm still thinking how I perform magic, but I feel very safe with you. I feel
Yeah.
very effective in working with you, and
Good.
and every guidance definitely see some results, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Love that. And I love that you've been able to share. Thank you for sharing too to yeah, to people that are going to listen to this. Because it does.
Oh,
It's sometimes this journey is seen as it's shameful. And I know you wrote me, actually, let's go to that because you wrote me a message, right?
yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
like it blew me away because I'm like, that's how people feel. They feel if they're taking a journey, they have a coach, a life coach, they can't tell
Yeah.
anyone, right?
Yeah.
Because I have
Yeah.
a coach. Like I practice what I preach. I have no problem saying it,
Oh,
but
yeah. I
it's
see.
probably maybe seen upon or judged by others. Oh, you're in therapy. Oh, you know you need a coach. Like something wrong with you, right? So
I
maybe
didn't
you give
even
me
tell my
that's
husband
something.
that. So I didn't, before that, when I
Yeah.
start, a couple sessions, I didn't tell my partner about that. I didn't tell my
Yes.
mom and everything.
Yeah.
But after that, it just, and before that, I might be having shame, because oh, I'm acting so miserable,
Hmm.
or people around me are the same, everyone is in a difficult time. Why am I
Mm.
acting myself? Why do I seek life coach? Why do I seek help? Am I
Yeah.
weak? But after that, and right now this feels like a gym session, it it it's like you just have to go constantly, because it's, gym, it might be muscle practicing, but,
Yes.
life coach is also more like mental practicing,
Yeah.
like, you get what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and I don't feel any, and before that, I was so much in shame, I wouldn't
I
tell them, but
remember.
right now, I just say that, oh, I'm in therapy, like, like, if you have issues, please seek help.
Mm.
Don't just not allow yourself to seek other possibilities. Yeah, this is what I
Yeah.
say.
Yes, yes, it's about normalizing this. So I'm so blessed
Yeah,
that you were able to, yeah, share this with everyone, your journey and how exactly how it is. Yeah, it's difficult, right? But it's about do we want to stay feeling the way we are, right? But
hmm,
also, yeah, having this knowledge that change is possible. Change is possible. The right guidance, yeah, and the
yes,
connection between, yeah, coach client, which
hmm,
we've had amazing connection that's just been beautifully let everything unfold. Yeah,
yeah,
that allows, yeah, this you to be able to go, hey, this I'm okay with saying it. I'm okay with going, okay, yeah, I've needed this guidance, and guidance is the best way I can describe it, right? Yes, it's help, but guidance is exactly what I do, guide you into your inner world. Doesn't mean
yeah,
anything wrong with you if you need to seek help or support. your inner world
Yeah.
will really love you for it, right? Like
Yeah,
your inner
that's
world. It's
true.
like the last message you wrote me a couple of weeks ago. I thank you
Oh,
from my inner world. Thanks you, Anna. And I was like, oh,
oh. Yeah, like look, and my situation is a very complicated one, I reckon.
yeah,
And and people might be thinking, oh, why did you seek guide? And especially right now, there
mm,
are so many AI,
yeah,
chat GPT,
yeah,
everything. Um, Before when I talked to you,
yeah,
I was actually on ChatGPT free
yeah,
month. I didn't tell you that. Yeah. But look, again, ChatGPT and everything, they are very good in logically feeding you things, right?
yeah,
And then it helps you think logically, which is
yeah,
great,
yeah,
it is great. But again, your journey, your and coaching journey, it has to be from your heart so that you are able
mm,
to get your roots and everything. ChatGPT is great, when you need to look up for information,
yeah,
I don't know, they said they can write coding now, and then some of them said that it might be, or maybe after years therapy might not be, or coaching session might not be needed anymore. But from my self perspective, I've been trying ChatGPT for 3 months. No, it's not the case for myself.
yeah,
And I'm not saying because, and I'm not saying that they are not good, they are not bad, that
yeah,
they are bad and everything, but it just have, coaching sessions and guidance, it has to
mhm,
be like the right person, like you.
yeah,
If it's just, from a machine or from a uncertified, I don't know, it might be someone who say, oh, I can guide you and everything, but they don't know the skills and everything. It might lead you to
yeah,
a different direction because
yeah.
ChatGPT definitely lead me to a different direction. This is what I've been recording. Yeah, logic, more logic, more logic.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up because it is. A lot of people are using it as a therapist, and yeah, it can give you, like you said, very logical, but it doesn't have a heart. I mean, us humans, I mean, human connection is nothing better than.
Mhm.
However, yeah, it can be a tool. Yeah.
It can be a tool.
I mean,
Yes.
we could sit here logically and think about why you're behaving the way you are or feeling the way you are, but we don't do that. I don't keep you in that story. I call it the story, right? Because
No.
logically, yeah, the
Yeah.
logic side of us is great. We need that, the part, right? However,
Yeah.
it's more getting into the feelings there in your body, right? We've got to be able
Yeah.
to be guided into the now, the energy that's coming up from the emotion. Where is it? Where do you feel it? Those sorts of things are so vital in releasing the emotion, giving it space. That needs to
And
be done, right, with someone that's guiding you.
And remember that when you were talking with ChatGPT or AI,
Yeah,
it's to your logical self, trying
yeah,
to talk to logical self.
mm,
But when you were to connect with your heart, your inner world, it's it's like a different dimension. I know that
yeah,
more probably people might think, oh, this is a scam, but this is true, right?
yeah,
When you connect to yourself in your inner world,
yeah,
you are it's um your inner world, your parts tell you a whole lot more about
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
because they are the parts who store memories, they are the parts who store fear, they are the parts who
mm,
store um, uncertainty,
yeah,
how you survive this, they store all those memories and your logical thinking might be, hey, these are not useful, let's shut them down, so that you
yeah,
are able to perform, you just go whatever, you have
yeah,
to go work, you have to perform this, but no, but when you came back to yourself, it's more like your inner world was telling you what was happening. But when you were
yes.
talking with AI, it's more like, hey, I thought this. Does
Mm.
that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's very,
we're
yeah.
multi-dimensional beings. That's a bit, when you said dimensional, I'm like, yeah, this is true. Right, we have yeah, the mental side, the intellect, the
Hmm.
emotional, right, the
Yeah.
spiritual or energy, I call it. Right,
Yeah.
we have the physical body. We are multi-dimensional beings. So
True.
that's what we've brought back for you, and that's the best way to describe it. Was your whole being is together now. You're aligned.
That's true. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I love it. Amazing. Well, thank you, Fiona. Is there anything else you want to say? Maybe to those that want to take a journey or thinking about it?
I would say the first step is always difficult, in
Yep.
seeking guidance,
Yeah.
assistance. The first step is always difficult. I tried, maybe on the 3 months when I was ChatGPT, I might already want to seek guidance and help, right?
Yep.
But I'm so ashamed, I don't want to tell everyone about that. But after when you step on your first step,
Mm.
when you do it, it's the rest is just momentum, I reckon. Yeah.
Yay. I love
Yay.
that. Thank you so much for today.
No, thank you.
Thank you
No,
again.
thanks
And
for your help, throughout my journey.
uh,
So yeah.
so very, very welcome. Thanks for today.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're
All right.
welcome.